Ladies and gentlemen on YouTube, my name is Robert Serrano Jr., and I am the natural born thriller because I am the natural and I'm born to be the thriller. Also, the good boy gone bad. Living a bad and dangerous life off the wall, and if you don't like it, beat it because no one wants to be defeated. I'm just saying. So, what's going on, YouTubers? Welcome everyone to the WWE NXT review, the show from January 31st, 2018. This will be the NXT, excuse me, this will be the NXT after TakeOver Philadelphia. Yeah, that took place on this past Saturday. So this will be the aftermath, the fallout from TakeOver, and it is showcased right here on NXT. Regular NXT show. This ain't one of your ordinary NXT show. Excuse me. This ain't one of your ordinary NXT shows because this NXT show it had matches on the card. On the show, but it also had some highlights and a couple of things that was showcased on Takeover, which I'm gonna go through. And with that being said, let's get to it. So here we go. When it comes to NXT, their regular shows from after Takeover, they're in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, like they said they would. Now, for those who don't know, when it comes to NXT doing their Takeover shows, they always do it at the place that they go at, no matter if they're in Houston, Brooklyn, San Antonio, London, and especially here in Philadelphia. So, of course, when it comes to that's another thing. When it comes to the show, they, the shows that they do here, they do it before they do the NXT shows. Basically, it was pre-recorded before the events of Takeover. That's what I'm basically pointing out there. So, that being said, let's get to the show now. So we get Mauro Ranallo and Percy Watson on commentary, and like I said before, no Nigel McGuinness, and it's kind of odd too, because it was during that weekend, during Royal Rumble weekend, Nigel McGuinness ended up being sick. He ended up returning this week, but for 205 Live, which is a live show on the WWE Network. But like I said, when it comes to NXT this week, it was recorded during that weekend when they were doing the Takeover show. So Nigel McGuinness was not on the show for this week, you know. But I guess they say on the show that he was on an assignment or something like that. On the mirror, they did say that on that, but they did mention Nigel McGuinness not there. So, but anyways, let's get to the show now. So, the opening match was Nikki Cross. Excuse me. The opening match was Nikki Cross versus Lacey Evans. Now, Lacey Evans is being portrayed as a heel in the women's division for NXT, but she's doing a good job of it. By the way, she she's being confident, cocky, arrogant, entitled, and she's doing a good job of it. By the way, and she's showcasing how how you all believe me, which it was good. Nikki Cross goes around and attack when the match started. Nikki Cross was going crazy. Lacey Evans getting some offense in the match. Also, Nikki Cross traps Lacey Evans on the ring skirt or the ring apron. It starts beating her up and everything. Basically shades of Finley. We get to Nikki Cross get back in the ring with Lacey Evans. Lacey Evans started get some more offense in her. Nikki Cross then fires back and then goes for the fisherman swinging neck breaker for the 3 count and the win. So yeah, basically, Lacey Evans did get some offense, but at the end of the day, it ends up being a squash match for Lacey Evans. Now, the question is, are they going to continue this feud between Lacey Evans and Nikki Cross? Because after the match, Nikki Cross in the ring celebrating her win. Oh yeah, probably after the match, Nikki Cross tried to go after Lacey Evans, basically adding more insult to injuries. So Lacey Evans was got there in the nick of time. Nikki Cross stayed in the ring. Referees calmed her down. Lacey Evans, on the stage saying, "You're crazy" and everything. And also Nikki Cross was scaring her away by teasing to go after her. It was funny though. So I think they're going to continue this feud between these two. But we'll see. or maybe they'll have Lacey Evans wrestle against Kairi Sane next time, since Kairi Sane is one of those targets that Lacey Evans point at when it comes to what's wrong with the women's division on NXT. But we'll see. And this wouldn't surprise me if Lacey Evans ends up teaming up with the Iconic Duel. That'd be nice to see if they do that. They could cross basically forming an alliance with Kairi Sane and whoever they have in store to face Lacey Evans and the Iconic Duel. Which when it comes to Billie Kay and Peyton Royce, we'll see. It's just just a theory of mine that I'm thinking of. But will they do it? I don't know. Maybe they will. Maybe they're not. But if they don't miss it, then it's no big deal. But anyways, hold on a second, folks. Let me do something here. Okay. Okay, I think that's good enough. Okay, let's get back to this. Now we get to some highlights from TakeOver Philadelphia. We get basically highlights of Undisputed Era defeating AOP, which is a good highlight video of it, and it basically showcases how Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly from the Undisputed Era defeating the Authors of Pain. Of course, the Authors of Pain were protected because you got Akam favoring the knee injury in the match. But overall, like I said, it was a good video package. I mean, a good video highlights of it, and there you go. Then we get to Ember Moon defeating Shayna Baszler's highlights of NXT TakeOver Philadelphia, and that was also a very good highlight too. The whole thing where Ember Moon's it's going through a rough time in the match against Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler was dominating the match, especially when it comes to breaking the arm of Ember Moon, sort of, storyline wise. And then in the end, Ember Moon ends up picking up the win by outsmarting Shayna Baszler, and then Shayna Baszler goes to attack her and all that. Like I said, those type of highlights that they show, and yeah. So then we get to, after the highlights was over, then we get to a backstage interview after the match from TakeOver Philadelphia with Shayna Baszler. Basically, it was Kayla Braxton who's interviewing Shayna Baszler about her first debut of NXT TakeOver and her first opportunity of NXT Women's Championship, but saying that it didn't go her way, and she's like, yeah, you have to comment on that, and then Shayna Baszler says that who walked out, looking like a winner, because she's basically saying that Ember Moon, she was beaten up and all that, she was all broken up, and Shayna Baszler, no scratch on her, no bruise on her, and all that. Basically, she's the key points in this one was that Shayna Baszler came out, looking strong, and not Ember Moon, because Ember Moon looked weak at the all is done. So Shayna Baszler says, "Won't you go to ask Ember Moon that same question?" Something like that. But then they show highlights of Ember Moon, basically still images highlights basically of Ember Moon debuting her debut Royal Rumble match, and yeah, basically showcasing that she's the NXT Women's Champion. She entered the Women's Royal Rumble, the first one of the first NXT Women's Champions to ever compete in the Women's Royal Rumble. Then we get to an Aleister Black defeating Adam Cole highlights of their takeover Philadelphia match when it comes to Extreme Rules. Where they're doing a lot. They had a lot of weapons involved, and that stiff chair landing on Adam Cole with those two chairs look like a pyramid onto his back. Then you get the Undisputed Era, Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, the NXT Tag Team Champions, kind of helping Adam Cole, and then we get Sandy coming in, which is Eric Young, Alexander Wolf, and Killian Dane. Excuse me. Then we get to the end where, like I said, Aleister Black, wins the match and all that, and yeah, that was another good highlight from TakeOver Philadelphia. This time it featured Aleister Black defeating Adam Cole. After that, then we see Undisputed Era, basically Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly helping up Adam Cole after his battles. Again, that Extreme Rules match. He was not 100%. He couldn't walk, so he had Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly helping him out and everything. And they were complaining about what just happened out there and everything. And it was like we had it in the bag and everything. And then Adam Cole was calming them both down by shouting out very loudly. It's like enough. And then he's like we're gonna get back at Sandy. Sandy's gonna pay for this. So, and that happened after the match, by the way. From Takeover. Then we get to the Velveteen Dream defeating Cassius Ohno highlights, which, by the way, the match itself, that match was decent, but they showed a couple of highlights, basically highlighting the Velveteen Dream most likely. So then after the highlights, they showed we get to Kayla Braxton interviewing the Velveteen Dream after that match by saying congratulations on your first win on Takeover, because last time he had a Takeover match, he lost against Aleister Black. But this ends up being his first Takeover win, and then she asked, Kayla, she asked, but you didn't actually knock out Cassius Ohno in 30 or 1 minute, something like that. I mean 30 seconds or 1 minute, like he said that he would. And then the Velveteen Dream says, either way, it doesn't matter. He still came out on top, and he said, tell her to read her trunks. I mean, to read his trunks, I meant to say. No. Velveteen Dream asked Kayla to read his trunks, and it says, dream over. And basically signaling that, Cassius Ohno's dream is over. So, good promo by the Velveteen Dream. Next we get to Shane Thorne and Nick Miller. KM61, and unfortunately what comes through their catchphrases is going to be the Mighty Don't Kneel, but that's supposed to be that was supposed to be their tag team names, KMDK, the Mighty Don't Kneel, but that's going to be the catchphrase now. But they're going to be, because WWE decided to call them TM61. I still don't get why they call them TM61. Why is the number 61 means so much to them? I mean, I wish they would have told us about that part, about from the who they are, that they did 2 weeks ago, and then a week ago they did part 2. But anyways, nevertheless, we got the Ian brothers coming in to face TM61. Match itself pretty good. I should also mention too, Nikki Cross versus Lacey Evans. It was a decent match. I enjoyed this match for what it was. And then we get to this tag team match. Pretty good tag team match. Shane Thorne, he showcasing even though he had that knee injury, he looked like he lost any steps. It's like that knee injury made him stronger. And yeah, he looked like he's very comfortable. He's got the confidence that injury was nothing to him. That he proved it on that night where he showcased how amazing he could still be in the ring. So in the end, you got TM61 winning the match against the Ian brothers. So like I said, very good match. No, that's to say about that. And the Ian brothers, they got a long way to go. They're gonna become something in the future of 2018. I'm assuming they are, because they give them a gimmick so far. I can't really tell you what kind of gimmick it is, because I don't know what they're supposed to be, to be honest with you. But they come up with a cool music, cool entrance. They have a nice look. They got good presence. And by the way, the Ian brothers are twin brothers, by the way. Just to let you all know that. But they look good though, and they're big guys, and basically they're almost like the same size like the Authors of Pain, AOP. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. Next we get to Andrade Cien Almas defeating Johnny Gargano's highlights from TakeOver Philadelphia, which, by the way, folks, I love the match between these two from TakeOver Philadelphia. And you can also see when I did the live reactions right here on YouTube, which is called WWE NXT TakeOver Philadelphia live reactions. You can see me having a tremendous reaction on that match. That match was incredible. The best match on that card. In fact, this year's one of the best matches so far between Andrade Cien Almas and Johnny Gargano. I knew they were going to deliver. And then after watching this highlights, I love the highlights video even more than the match that I watched. It was incredible. I love this highlight video of Gargano versus of Cien for the NXT Championship. Alright, I don't think I mentioned this, but when it comes to the highlights of Shayna Baszler and Ember Moon was defending her NXT Women's Championship. So I don't remember if I mentioned that, but I just mentioned it now. So, but in the highlights, Andrade and CN Honest and Johnny Wrestling himself, they were showcasing what they were doing at Takeover. They show what Selena Vega getting involved in the match, and they show Selena Vega try to go after Gargano, and you have Candice LeRae at ringside going right after Selena Vega, and they start brawling, and they start going to the back, and then the match continues on, where with CN winning over Gargano, and then Selena comes back with to comfort Gargano, CN, and then Candice LeRae goes to comfort her husband Gargano, and then in the highlights they show Gargano being attacked by Tommaso Ciampa. And I love how it was done too, by the way, with the highlight videos and everything. And Tommaso Ciampa with that look on his face, like he's a psychopath, the Sicilian psychopath. So we get to after the match was over, basically after the entire show was over of Takeover Philadelphia. Tommaso Ciampa walking in the back. He's we got these interviewers or reporters, whatever you want to say, trying to interview Tommaso Ciampa. He would not respond to them. He kept walking away. He did not respond, and I loved it. I fucking loved it. There's no need for Tommaso Ciampa to explain why he did what he did, because he's the Sicilian psychopath. There's no need for the Sicilian psychopath to explain why he did that to his former partner, to his former brother, basically. They're not really brothers, but you get what I mean though. They try together like the brothers. They bond together like brothers, and they were tag team like brothers, basically. So, and I love that tag team, by the way. The DIY, that was I miss those tag teams. But unfortunately, we gotta move on with Tommaso Ciampa being a heel, and he's gotta go up against Johnny Gargano, which that's gonna be happening pretty soon, folks. Now, when it comes to Tommaso Ciampa, I heard Mauro Ranallo from his head, as he was talking while Ciampa was leaving, he called him the Sicilian psychopath. I see myself, what? Are we going with that nickname, the Sicilian psychopath? That is his original. That is one of his original nicknames when he was in Ring of Honor, the Sicilian psychopath, because the way he carries himself like a psychopath, the way he looks like a psychopath, and the way he wrestles like a Sicilian psychopath. And some may not know what I mean by that. You'll know pretty soon when he comes back in wrestling in the ring. Now it's not gonna be the same thing like it was in Ring of Honor, because it is WWE, we expect, but because of NXT, they will let him do what he can do to showcase and to embrace himself as the Sicilian psychopath. So that's when we get to CN Honest, Andrade CN Honest, the first NXT champion to ever compete in the Royal Rumble match, because there was no NXT champions in the past that's ever been in the Royal Rumble before. So who's been a current NXT champion. That's what I'm trying to say. But anyways, so yeah, they show CM being part of the Royal Rumble. After the Rumble, by the way, CM was being confronted by Casey Kelly, who is the girlfriend of Finn Balor, and she interviews Andrade Cien Honest and Selena Vega, who was there. Selena Vega's answering Casey, not Cafty, I meant to say. Did I say Casey? I meant to say Cafty. Cafty Kelly is the girlfriend of Finn Balor. But yeah, she, like I said, Cafty Kelly, she interviews CN and Selena by asking them questions about the Royal Rumble debut and all that. And when it comes to that match at Philadelphia, when it comes to CN versus Gargano, so Selena is basically saying that basically was putting over Andrade about winning at Takeover, and then the next night competing in the Royal Rumble. It's like, even though he didn't win, but he's still is the NXT champion, and he's still it's going to be a huge name and all that. She's basically taking credit of reviving Andrade Cien Honest by saying, if this was an old Andrade Cien Honest, you will never see him in the Royal Rumble, which is I believe her, probably. But this is the new Andrade Cien Honest, and the new Andrade Cien Honest end up being in the Royal Rumble. So nice. And Andrade cut a promo too. He's supposed to be most likely said a couple things in Spanish, but he's like Exildo, and then Selena Vega asked Cafty Kelly, where's Gargano? It's like he wasn't in the Rumble. Oh yeah, that's right. He was sitting at home watching the Rumble, and like, oh wow, wow. Well, that was a cheap shot there to Gargano there. But it was cool though, because seeing Vegas as a heel, that shows you. Anyways, but yeah, pretty good the way they presented this. Um, they announced that EC3 is signed with NXT, and like we kind of knew that when we saw him at Takeover. But whatever. But yeah, he's down there, but we'll see what they do with him pretty soon. Is he gonna be a face? Is he gonna be a heel? I don't know. We'll see. Then we get to Alan Cole, who makes his Rumble debut as well. And then yeah, basically show highlights of Alan Cole, which it was just still images, like they did with Ember Moon and Andrade Cien Honest. But Alan Cole, they show him and all that. I wish they would. By the way, I wish they would have showed. I don't know if they did. Cause I think I may have skipped it. I don't or maybe I didn't notice it. I wish they were mentioning Kairi Sane being at the Royal Rumble too as well from NXT, because Kairi Sane is still part of NXT. I wish they would have mentioned her, but again, in fact, let me double check this. I don't know if they did or not, but let me double check this. Just give me a moment. All right, let me see. Just need to pull up the second page here. Because Kairi Sane, she deserves some credit too, by the way, because of being in the to be in the first ever women's Royal Rumble, when it comes to the women's in wrestling in WWE basically. So, but let me double check here. I don't see anything. No, they're not showing it. They're not even showing anything about Alan Cole and Ember Moon or Cien being in the Rumble too. Basically, what I mean is that, like, the notes, basically the notes. Yeah, no, I don't see anything. Nope, nothing. Okay, never mind. Yeah, there was nothing. So, yeah, I don't know. I may have skipped it, but yeah, I wish they. But if I didn't miss anything, and they didn't show it, I wish they would have showed Kairi Sane's highlights, images of her being in the Royal Rumble too, because it was a big deal for her too. So, but anyways, before we get to the last match, which by the way I'm about to get to it, once I get to this first, they announced a couple of matches for next week's show of NXT. You're gonna get Alan Cole versus Killian Dane, and also you're gonna get Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish defending the NXT Tag Team Championships, representing Undisputed Era, taking on Eric Young and Alexander Wolf. So basically, next week for NXT, you're gonna have Undisputed Era and Sanity having a busy night. So I can't wait. I can't wait for that match next week. And I don't know if it's just gonna be next week too, because I probably didn't listen to listen to it that much. But let me get to this next match. Let me see. Now I don't think they mentioned this. They didn't mention anything about who else gonna who's gonna wrestle next week either. But let me get to this one. So next the final match on the card is Roderick Strong versus Tyler Bate. Earlier in the night, they showed Roderick Strong warming up for his match against Tyler Bate, and then later on they showed Tyler Bate warming up for his match against Roderick Strong. And the reason why they're warming up is because it's gonna be the first time these two wrestle each other, and it's a big hold on a second, and it's a big prize for this, because Tyler Bate versus Roderick Strong, they're both fighting for the number one contendership to face the WWE United Kingdom champion, Pete Dunne. Now, when the match is going to happen, I think it's going to be next week. I could be wrong, but I'm assuming it's going to be whenever NXT decides to book that match. I don't know. They basically mentioned that whoever wins the match between Tyler and Roddy will face Pete Dunne for the UK Championship. But as far as the match was between Tyler Bate and Roderick Strong, let's go through it. This is the match I want to talk about the most, because this match was incredible. So we start with a lockup. They both start exchanging wrist locks, Tyler Bate goes for a drop kick to Roderick Strong. He goes for an airplane spin. I think he spin about 8 times maybe, and then Roderick Strong got out of it. Basically, he slide back and then goes for the draping backbreaker for a 2 count. Tyler Bate repeatedly goes to the corner and start hitting it. I mean, I meant to say Roderick Strong repeatedly goes after Tyler Bate by going with some left edge chops. Then he goes for the backbreaker, and for a quick 2 count. Roderick Strong keeps Tyler Bate grounded. As we go commercial break, we come back from a commercial break. Tyler Bate hits his Tyler Bate gets back on his feet, and Roderick Strong puts him into the on this basically stretching him. This unique stretch submission move. It's like a tape, almost like a bone and arrow type of move, but he didn't use the knees. But it was another way he did it. But it's hard to describe it. But it was pretty cool though the way he was doing it. Nice submission hold there by Roderick Strong. But Tyler Bate drops Roderick with a right hand. By the way he did, Tyler Bate does this. In fact, I'm trying to remember if this was the spot. Cause I'm pretty sure it wasn't the spot, but yeah, it was the spot. So he goes like this. This is Tyler Bate's move. Bop, bang. Basically, that's what he does a bop to distract his opponent, thinking that he's gonna hit his opponent with his arm right here, but instead he just do this for a distraction, and then he goes for a cheap shot, bang, bop and bang. That's Tyler Bate's move. So Roderick Strong goes down the mat. Then we get a clothesline and a running European uppercut by Tyler Bate. Tyler Bate hits the bridging deadlift German suplex onto Roderick for a near fall. Tyler goes for the Sino suplex. I meant to say, my apologies, for a near fall. Sorry about that. But Tyler Bate counters a superplex from Roderick Strong, hitting a backbreaker from near fall. I'm sorry, Tyler Bate. Yeah, it was Tyler Bate. Tyler Bate countered the suplex from was countering the superplex, meant to say, only for Roderick Strong to hit a backbreaker, meant to say. So it was Roderick Strong that hit the backbreaker. Then Tyler Bate hits Roderick from the inside out rebound clothesline. The way he does it, by the way, is like he stretches his arm out like this and hits the ropes. About his head is stuck under the top rope. Nice done, but nice and well done. It was Tyler Bate is known to do that move a lot. It is very nice. Tyler Bate try to go for his his Tyler. I'm going to say Tyler driver 97, but Roderick was, but he was still favoring the back injury. Then we get Roderick Strong going for a jumping knee and another high knee. Then he hits the end of Heartaches, which is his backbreaker. First he turns to a suplex, and then he turns it into a backbreaker, because Roderick Strong is known as the Messiah of backbreakers. But yeah, he went for the end of Heartaches and gets a 3 count in the win. So yeah, your winner and the new no contender against the United Kingdom champion Pete Dunne, Roderick Strong. So yeah, Roderick Strong's going to get an opportunity for the UK Championship against Pete Dunne. When it's going to happen, I don't know. Maybe it's next week. Maybe it's in the near future of NXT. But it doesn't matter. The important thing is we just had an incredible match between Roderick Strong versus Tyler Bate, and with Roderick Strong winning, we're going to get another incredible match between with Roderick Strong, this time against Pete Dunne for the UK Championship, and that's going to be amazing. Can't wait for that match. So that being said, folks, this is NXT when it comes to this review. So, talking about wrestling for NXT when it comes to January 31st, I meant to say, of 2018 edition, which is the fallout of NXT TakeOver Philadelphia. Three matches happened on this match, for this week of NXT. Even though it was taped during that time when it was doing the TakeOver, before the TakeOver, but still. But my overall rating for the show, incredible show. Good highlights, good matches, and nothing else to say but to give it a 9 out of 10. I love the format of the show, and of course they had to show highlights too, by the way, because keep in mind it was about the aftermath of TakeOver, so it was nice that they did that. So it was at the end of the day, it was a good show. especially we had the main event match to end the show between Tyler Bate and Roger Strong. Hell yeah, of course I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. Incredible. So that being said, folks, I'm done. I'm gonna wrap up from there. So thank you all for watching. By the way, I should also point out too. I want to show this picture of Roger Strong and Tyler Bate. Here we go. Roger Strong's got a smile on his face, and you got Tyler Bate there with a serious look on his face. Basically, I think it's supposed to be the other way around. Tyler Bate's supposed to be having the smile on his face, and then you got Roger Strong, who should be having the serious look on his face. Look at Roger Strong smirking, and then you got Tyler Bate there looking all serious. I'm just saying, it should be the other way around. It shouldn't have been the other way around. So, in my opinion, because Roger Strong's supposed to be the one who's supposed to look serious, and Tyler Bate is the one who's supposed to look like he's happy to be here. Because Tyler Bate is all about doing this. He gets over that by the way. So yeah, there you go, folks. So when it comes to this edition for NXT from January 31st, 2018, when it comes to this, the fallout and the aftermath of TakeOver, with the Mount Wrestling with 3 matches and a couple of good highlights and everything, and a lot of good segments too. Yeah, 9 out of 10. It's a show. So that being said, I'll wrap up from there. Thank you all for watching. If this is your first time watching me, my name is Robert Serrano Jr., and I am the Natural Born Killer. Please subscribe. If you like this video, give it a like. If you dislike this video, give it a dislike. The choice is yours and yours alone. So, you all have a good night, and I'll talk to you all soon, which is going to be later on when it comes to the Impact Wrestling review. And by the way, I apologize for the late start here. I forgot to watch NXT, so that's why I did late start here. So yeah, I got it done. So and I'm good. And I think I'm gonna do another late start for later on too when it comes to the Impact Wrestling review for later on. But that being said, you all take care. Peace on the streets. Talk to you all soon. But for now, I'm out.